In this video, we are going to showcase the controls on your Barbco Auger boring machine from the operator's console and the wireless remote. You can throttle the machine up and down by using the throttle buttons on the engine control box. You can toggle the switch on the operator's console to turn the front and rear work lights on and off. The track brake on the operator's side of the machine holds the machine on the track when the engine is idling and when non-boring operations are being done. The track brake should be used whenever the operator is away from the operator's station. You can engage and disengage the clutch manually by pulling the clutch handle. You can also actuate the clutch by pressing the buttons on the top of the thrust lever. The status of the clutch is displayed by the clutch light on the operator's console. Note that the clutch must be disengaged to start the machine. You can use the gear shift lever to select the gear you want to be in. The shifting pattern is shown on a label in the operator's view. Operation first through high gears will cause the auger to rotate forward, or clockwise, as viewed from the rear of the machine. As you can see here, the thrust lever controls the forward and reverse advancement of the auger boring machine. The hydraulic pressure limiter knob allows you to adjust and set the maximum hydraulic pressure during operations. Watch as we show you how to set and unset the pressure limiter knob. The information for the pressure limiter knob is also shown on a label in the operator's view. The dogs lever controls the in and out movement of the push bar dogs, as shown here. The status of the dogs are displayed by the dog's light on the operator's console. The RTS lever controls a direct rack and pinion drive, which propels the auger boring machine forward and reverse down the track. The wireless remote allows the operator full control of the machine from the safest distance. Operation must always be done with full, unobstructed sight of the auger boring machine. Never operate this remote when standing next to the machine. Always stand in front of the spoil chute or beyond or outside of the pit. You can activate the wireless remote by pushing the power toggle to the on position. Then, cycle the e-stop on the remote to boot it up. Activate remote functions by pressing the active button on the remote. A green light will illuminate when active. Once the remote has been activated, you can use the paddles and toggles to operate all functions such as throttle, thrust, dogs, RTS, winch, and clutch, as shown here. It's important to note, as a safety feature, if the remote is tilted for more than 4 seconds, it will automatically pull the clutch and turn the machine off. When the remote is in tilt, it will be displayed on the screen as shown. The ports on the wireless remote and control panel allow you to utilize the remote without battery power using the tether, which can be found inside the remote case. That being said, the remote takes 3 D batteries for easy replacement. Additionally, after 30 seconds of non-use, Functionality of the paddles on the remote will stop, and the remote will need to be reactivated by pressing the active button. To shut down your auger boring machine, toggle the engine switch to stop and the power switch to off. Thanks for watching. Follow our social media accounts in the description below to stay up to date with new product lines and Barbco information. For more info on your Barbco equipment, reach out to us directly at one of the lines in the description.